well, I don't think we have anything that unusual to say, but I was watching it on from my laptop at home with my cats, and yeah, it was just a lovely way to end the day, to be watching virtually. And we thought it was really great how the MRS team were able to make it feel very energetic and engaging.
In the spirit of our award entries, there were sort of researchers and planners and analysts and data scientists on the line, and the excitement was building really through the ceremony. We were trying to work out when our award would come, interested for other teams from the BBC, other teams from agencies who we know. It was lovely to see others getting success. I think there's quite a lot of messaging, texting and WhatsApping going on in the background from different teams in and outside the BBC. And then it got to our award, and it was quite a fast-paced ceremony, wasn't it, versus the normal one. So you almost didn't have time to hold your breath. And then we were announced as the winner. So I think there was a lot of like celebrating, cheering, high-fiving virtually. It was just a really, really lovely moment. I think in the end, it wasn't any less exciting for it being virtual.
I was alone except for my cat, who was equally excited, but we won. I think she could tell from my reaction. But yeah, so it was absolutely lovely, really wonderfully done, absolutely wonderfully done, over considering the virtual nature. But yeah, so it was equally lovely, although it not the same as all being together, but still wonderful.
And I think for the rest of us, it was getting the Twitter notifications that told us that we'd won, and actually won another prize as well. So that was quite exciting. And it felt like there was loads of engagement, which was really nice. Lots of people tweeting and sharing congratulations and sharing details of the award. So I think there was a bit of replacement with the on the night community with a nice virtual community.
It's been a bit of a sort of bumpy year so far, 2020, as I imagine it has for a lot of people, and pretty tough for the business. So it's really nice to finish it on a high like this and have the work sort of celebrated and acknowledged that we have done.
But to kind of all be in the office together and to kind of get that announcement, you never know when it's going to be, and then suddenly it's the category that you've been nominated for. I think all of us were just massively surprised. And then obviously the WhatsApp messages were being sent around for the rest of the colleagues, and there was lots of congratulations coming in.
And at least you managed to go out, didn't you? Because you were all hearing it together, so a big cheer went up, and you could all
get a bit of a celebration afterwards, which was great.
We were lucky to win Best Agency last year, and we were so excited, and it's just been such a rubbish year, you know, for everybody. And so, and at the end of it, and we're handing over our crown, and it was a poor year for everybody. And then suddenly to have a lovely lift at the end was especially good news. Yeah,
definitely.
We had a Teams chat set up. We were all chatting as we went through the ceremony, and then Vicky Cook, another of the co-founders, and I had to go and take a brief from the Cabinet Office. So we had a meeting with the Cabinet Office in which Vicky was on mute and constantly looking off to the side at her iPad, which had the MRS awards on it. And then she suddenly interrupted our meeting with the Cabinet Office to tell us, and the Cabinet Office client, that we'd won Best Agency. Too much whooping in the Cabinet Office.
I think I had a similar experience in that I was on a client call and we got an email, so similarly interrupted the call to great jubilation.
I was glued to it. I loved it. I thought you did an amazing job. I loved the man with the moustache, and I thought it was not the same as being in the big place and having the meal, but it was a really great event.
Yeah, I was just watching at home. With my girlfriend. I just had a beer and was waiting for that category to come up, and when it did, it felt really great. And when Bruce read out the names of the winners, I didn't hear my own name. I was very sure that I wasn't going to win, so I even heard someone else's name. So I needed a bit of pinching that I'd won. So it was a really nice moment. It felt great.
So it was me and some other people who helped me with the submission, and some people from my team. We were just in the big boardroom, had it up on the massive screen, which was really nice, had a few drinks and then just some food as well. And so, I don't know if you've seen the video. it was really nice to kind of be with all kind of my work colleagues who've like helped me kind of achieve everything over the past year as well. That's really good.